So he wants to top deck the Recruitment Officer and double the power of all of the creatures. Alright. That's still a lot of damage, man. Those tokens, yeah, like he's counting on this top deck really hard, but... Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we will be playing aggro deck. So I know it's Christmas for every aggro fan on the channel, and we are doing it because there was ladder reset yesterday, and I know a lot of you just want to rank up as quickly as possible. So this will be your best bet. Mono white aggro is definitely the deck that was absolutely storming the ladder since months. It's still the best deck in standard, and this is the tax version of it, so it should go well, especially if you are against control that wants the Sunfall. You will absolutely block it, and because we are an aggro player today, we just want to see the action smirking on the faces, so let's go direct into games. If you want to support the channel, it is extremely appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and maybe share with your friends if they also care about ranking a lot. So with that being said, have fun guys. So I think we should be winning this one because we are on the play. White. Alright. The bunny card. Sure, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Let's go with the Adeline. And of course we cannot attack on this turn. Eiganjo might be super impactful. It depends. Bunnycorn will grow like crazy. I like the card. I like the card. Oh, let the spam begin. I expect more, to be honest. It might be Resolute Reinforcements as well, right? Oh, that's bad. But we can still trade against the Bunnycorn, I think. Not fully sure how to approach this one. I hope we can just catch Bunnycorn with Eiganjo 1-for-1 and solve the problem forever. It indeed is Resolute Reinforcements. Not perfect. So we can trade, but that's it. I really wanted to keep the Adeline, unfortunately, but you know, it is what it is. At least we have the Vanguard, so good curve. We have the Peacekeeper, possibly Brutal Cathar later. They should have burned in this spell. Alright, they're going super wide. Is that Knight of Eos? Not yet. They're going main phase for the reinforcement. That's interesting. Why? Alright, so they definitely want the Recruiter. So I think we play Peacekeeper and try to tax it. Oh, they just have it after it. Alright, sure. Yeah, that's insanely good for them. This is exactly what the deck hopes to do. And I don't think we have enough pressure. Like, he's having both wider board, more mana, and also more cards. So no, it's usually not great. This is a really good draw. Maybe it helps us a little bit. Nah, this isn't good enough. So we need to get rid of Knight of Eos, and then we can try to start attacking and maybe raise him somehow. He can trade 1-for-1 with tokens, so that's not perfect. Scoundrel, drawing cards probably. And let's see if he drew something better or he just plays the Spirit. He definitely drew something better. Alright, so live game is here. Right, why would you not play this? I don't understand. But sure, I'll take it. Let's go with Knight of Eos. And let's also play the Officer for extra damage. I think I have to attack with Adeline. And let's go with the token. They can trade 1-for-1, but I kinda need to start forcing it, right? A Vanguard, trade for 2 creatures. Let's go like this now. So he wants to top deck the Recruitment Officer and double the power of all of the creatures, but if we can keep trading like this, maybe that won't be as devastating. Alright. That's still a lot of damage, man. Those tokens, yeah, like he's counting on the stop deck really hard, but it's low chance that he will actually get it. Really low chance, but you know, never underestimate red players. He has something, right? Weird. Alright, so I can go into the night time and start attacking with... Yeah, I think we go like this. If we attack with Officer, he will gladly trade, that's for sure. Let's see what happens. This is a 2-turn lethal. He doesn't want to trade right now, but he kinda has to. Probably Veteran into Frontliner, right? They get value from the backsides every time. It's not really a backside, but you know, a nerf. At least that's how I would block. Alright, he's going for this one. Also, first strike on Brutal Cathar would be really nice. Life gain, sure. We have more cards. Right now we just need to survive a little bit longer. And he needs 6 creatures blocking for this one Brutal Cathar, right? Also, if he double spells, then we start getting free value. Oh, maybe he just wanted to get rid of the tokens. I think he had some tokens, right? So maybe he just didn't want to give Brutal Cathar targets. Alright, I mean, this should be an interesting game. We'll go for a moment still. So that was a land, sure. A random card from the top. He still fishes for this recruiter. A recruitment officer. No, this is the recruitment officer. This is recruiter, something like this. And he really needs to get it quickly. 1 damage. He's really greedy on this. Because nothing was tapped to cast it, right? Yeah, no creatures convoked, so you get 0 value, so it's just a 4/4, but still. Oh, that was close. Honestly, this is a pretty good draw, I think. I can keep buffing all the creatures and then going for the trade, maybe? Or just go white on this turn and double spell. I really want to see the last card. Oh, he wants to create some elementals. Oh my god, I don't remember. Recruitment. I don't remember the name. Recruiter. I think it was Recruiter something. Imodane's Recruiter, I think that's the card. However, I think it costs 3 mana, so if they draw it, they still can cast it. Else. Reinforcement. So we'll just name this card, because it kinda does the same thing. And at least I'm sure to tax this one and not some theoretical card that he doesn't really have. So he has shown that he doesn't want to trade against those. He needs 2 cards each to block a Vanguard. Let's go like this. Because if he trades too many cards, then the Recruiter is not a good card anymore. Alright, double trade. And double trade. It's weird, I would go with the Frontliner and the other guy. So we basically killed 4 of the creatures. Because this is enough value, like look at the board. Right now it doesn't feel like we are behind anymore. Yeah, he wins on the live game, but then he will just lose on the cards. I think he wants the live game here. And this creates 2 live game with the Veteran. Also gives him the backside possibly if he attacks and trades. Alright, I mean, I think that we are winning right now. I think we're winning. He doesn't want trade 3-4-1. So let's go like this. Yeah, see, I think he mishandled it a little bit. If that was correct top deck, I think he could win. He just needed to survive and not just go for the, you know, maximum life gain. Like, you lose on the cards then. Or maybe. Okay, Esper is very often something else. Let's see the attack. So they have a removal, that's important. If they play it, I will go for Thalia. Alright, good. We don't like to lose this, but at least I get the Thalia, so I will tax him for the rest of the game, and hopefully that makes enough difference. And also we can attack with Thalia, right? Because this is just a 2-2. Alright, here's the land. No attacks. Alright, this will be interesting. Let's go with the Foundry, we definitely don't need more. Let's go with the Peacekeeper, I think that's the play. We really want to check out what's up. We want to tailor our attacks and, you know, answers to whatever he has right now. And we name the Sunfall if nothing scary is in his hand, I guess. Another Virtue, sure. Alright, so we will go for Wedding Announcement. Because that's his on-curve play on for the next turn. And he has the untapped land for it. He will double block, I believe. Alright, let's wait one more turn. We have Mishra's Foundry, so that will help a lot to push some extra damage late game. And obviously he will probably go for the Mastermind. Alright, overdrawing clans, my favorite part. Let's start going with the Vendor. We are not drawing cards, that's important. And let's keep attacking with the Peacekeeper. He cannot also go Wedding Announcement on the next turn. Alright, that's good. Good tap. Because we have both Thalia and the Peacekeeper, so 6 mana total. The whole game boils down to hoping he won't draw a sweeper. Well, that's some quality gameplay. Let's make sure that we don't hit a land on the next turn as well, hopefully. Yeah, he can double. It was just lurking here. Man, whenever you are out of value, at least that's my experience with mono white aggro. I just keep drawing like 3 or 4 lands in a row when I'm out of gas. Alright, so he's going for it and trying to go for Wedding Announcement on the next turn. Let's go with the Initiate and go from there. It still will cost a lot of mana, so he will Mastermind and... Oh! Is that better? I guess he really wants the Sweeper, huh? Let's see if he hit it. 2 random cards from the top. Especially with Mishra's Foundry. Alright. Let's go. We got the trigger, that's good. We definitely pay. And now the question, it cannot be Initiate. Vendor is great, Thalia is amazing. Let's go like this. It might be the Emperor, but you know, it is what it is. At least we get the Scry. So he can trade for the Vendor. But then I get Mishra's Foundry forever at 2-3. Right? I think that's how it works. Enchanted Creep. I actually don't know how it works. Man, what's up with drawing clans? Man, it's so much. Alright, they're going for the Vendor. Our first damage of the game. First true damage of the game. And of course we are going white, hoping to kill him before he recovers. It also, with the Foundry, it helps against... like with Initiate. Alright, on the pain that's okay. Because we can very easily always train them. Alright, let's see. Go for the Throat, super expensive. And I mean, what is the last card? Going to Wedding Announcement. Alright, so we are in full top deck mode both. And let's go like this. No, so it loses the roll. That's fine. Let's keep attacking and see who draws better cards. That's my strategy for this game. Basic. As usual in aggro decks. Alright, so they don't attack and they have two 2/2s basically, which they probably will trade. Let's see what we draw. The draws are super important right now. Adeline, probably the best draw of the deck, honestly. It does a little bit of everything, and thanks to the yeah, I think this is the best draw of the deck. It instantly gives haste, which is the only card like this, and it also gets good, you know, good trades thanks to the Vanguard. So now Let's see what he drew. No Sunfall. And no Cardo, I believe. So we won, right? Because we have 3 creatures. Let's still play. And we'll attack with 4 creatures and he has less. I mean, it felt like a little bit of solitary in the end, but I guess we drew better, so yay, yay for us. And that is exactly, I mean, I could kill something, but it's just 2 damage, so let's just go with it. Yep. Because we absolutely outplayed him with those good draws from the top. Oh, we have been blessed with being first with Thalia. Let's see if our opponent plays the cat down. Or if he loses. Alright, another aggro. So okay, so the game will be even. Alright, I'm not playing anything. Let's see if he knows about the Virtue. Because I'm hoping to ambush him. Alright. Of course we cannot play it later. I wanted the Initiate Man. Like, I really wanted it. And I would get it, if not for your meddling kids. I think this is good. Just because it buffs the guy. And I can start getting good draws, which should help. It's okay. It's not a bad card. Especially with Knight of Eos. But we can get something better, like Adeline or land should be a little bit better, I think. And there's high chance to draw one of those. Like normally you scry to not hit with land. And this, yeah, alright, so it will be Peacekeepers. It could be Knight as well. A Knight is really good generally. Alright, and we will attack and see if he wants to trade. We need to be somewhat aggressive, I guess. I don't think this is the play. That was a huge decision, by the way. Definitely not another Skrelv. Alright, damage goes through. This is the turn. As you can see, this 1 mana made all the difference in the world. And now our board is really strong. That's an Adeline and Brutal Cathar and 4 lands. To be honest, I kinda need the lands. But right now I have more tempo in the board and more cards. The only advantage he has is more lands. Light game. Alright, ossification. So Knight is out. That's bad. That was one of our big creatures. And now he can try. But can we raise him maybe? I think we can. With Skrelv it's even a little bit better, right? I wish I could make the sorcerer roll, but that's not the case. Land, finally. Man, it took a while. Look at our stack of value right now. Like, we have like 12 or more mana. I think it's more, 14 mana of value. And our opponent is out of the gas. So he can maybe bottleneck us before we can recover from being bad at magic and not drawing lands. No. He decided, I think he didn't have too much value. I think possibly he had more lands. I think 1 or 2 lands probably. So yeah, I guess we won. So maybe we can manage to trade all the cards. Hive. Very interesting one. I think it's worthwhile. This camp is a really annoying card, especially against our deck, because we have a lot of 1 toughness creatures. Like for example Adversary. This can be something super useful later. Alright, not my favorite play of the day. This is not really a creature that you want to cast as the first target for removal. But Adversary has lifelink. And I hope we won't die to poison. Alright, Godric incoming. And Vanguard is on the battlefield. That's an interesting one. Let's see the hand. Alright, so Eiganjo is a possibility. Glory. Alright, combat trick. I don't care about the Hive too much, I think. So it's either Glory or Eiganjo. I think this will be the play. This will be super telegraphed when he wants to use it, because he needs to open full mana and not do anything during his turn. So we'll see. He will probably play Eiganjo, I would guess, but we'll see. Not sure. This is an interesting one. Here's the Hive. Point is that, yeah, it gives Godric Celebrate, but at the same time, this is legendary, so they can kill the Peacekeeper if they want. And they really want to do it. But I don't want to give him the poison, right? Because he will start lifelinking then, so we need to be a little bit defensive still. Or just draw another one. Easy. Absolutely easy. Wait, he played Eiganjo. Man, I'm such a dummy. You can write it in the comments, that's fine. So I think right now we are going for this. We go Godric, of course. Recruitment Officer. We will not block the creatures, I think. And then we probably go Adversary for lifelink, then we go Vanguard and try to swing for Lethal. That's my gameplay. Don't forget he's losing 2 life a turn, so he's a little bit behind normally, like where he would be normally. Sorry, I have a lot of thoughts right now, and this is deck that isn't super popular, so you usually don't see it. Bro? Alright, right, that's the one. That's just 2 damage. And Corruption won't be activated, so I think we're absolutely fine here. If we double spell, we can remove something. That is a little bit tempting. I honestly think this is more damage. So they will deal what? So he can absolutely bargain it. 3, 5, 6 damage. So we should be absolutely fine. Don't forget, like, he will be racing us very hard soon. And he doesn't have too much power. He's a 3. Man, he's nearly dead. Just one more Payland. Easy Forge. But will that be enough? Alright, so this is what? 5? 7 damage. Doesn't feel like a lethal to me. So I'm not blocking because then he will use the card, bargain, and kill the adversary, so we have less power and no lifelink. I mean, that was a weird game, but I'll take the win. I really like Knight-Errant of Eos, and we are against control deck, it seems, or Esper Legends, we'll see. So Thalia should be super important. Unfortunately, because we are a worse player, we are on the draw, which means that this can be countered, and it will. Let's see. I mean, he's a control deck, so let's say hello. Yep, and this happened because I'm on the draw. And this is why being on the play with Thalia is usually game deciding. And you need to retrain being on the play with Thalia against control deck. It's not easy task, but when you know, master it, you will just be mythic in no time. I mean, we're just playing cards and seeing if our opponent rolled the good co-opening hand. So far, if he was on the draw with this hand, he would absolutely get destroyed, man. It's so funny that best of one is basically mostly decided by who starts. There are so many games that, yeah, I'm getting a little bit flooded right now, so it's getting worse here. Let's go with this one because this is the Emperor turn. They probably should play it before. Easy. Just play full hand of counter spells. Hopefully you will always be on the play against aggro decks. Because if not, this was such a losing hand, man. So how are we playing here? Let's go for the Vendor. We put the Sorcerer and then Virtue. That's the play. So they can Emperor us. We could go for the Knight. But I want to get some value and, you know, give them great target for the Emperor. I guess Scry can help. Let's take it. Man, this is why I don't play in control aggro decks at all, because the whole game is not decided by you or your plays. It's just about, is your opponent having correct card to answer? And that's not how you want to play the game, at least for me. Yep. So -2 probably. Oh, that's a sweeper. Good to know. Okay, that's a huge tell. Because I have an instant creature. What? Alright, that explains it. Alright, I was like, you have to have a sweeper, bro. Alright, so we are getting somewhere. He's down to 1 card, he has the Planeswalker. And that's it, so let's play the Virtue. Now we will try to tax the Emperor, probably. I don't have enough creatures, right? I will see what he has. I definitely want to play something. Let's force the trade. He will definitely trade. This is a very good action for him. Right, let's see the last card. A Dissipate. Makes you learn some cards. And we'll just play like this, I guess. I hope that he won't be keeping mana for the Dissipate, because we know about it. But we'll see. I mean, this kills the Emperor potentially. He can, yeah, and he needs to pay a lot of mana if he wants to keep using her. Alright, let's see if he cycles this counter spell. That's pretty important. No, land. Alright, so let's pressure him a little bit. Maybe he has something else. The Peacekeeper is kinda trying to catch us in you know, hold us in the game. So if I play Thalia, yeah, I think it's okay. We will try to tax them a little bit. That might be worth dissipating. Alright. And this will be our only spell for the turn, so it's still night time. I mean, he's forced into drawing something good right now. If he activates the Emperor, he will be fully tapped, and then we can sneak something good, hopefully. Alright.
Let your blade do the talking.
Let's see what we get. If we hit Brutal Cathar, we kill the Emperor as well. It's interesting he played this land. I don't think that's a correct decision. Unless he has like Kaya or something. I don't know, man. So he is nearly fully tapped. Let's attack first. I have a game plan, but I'm not sure if it will win. But we have to try, right? Emperor is at 1, so -2 not an option. Pretty important. And our board is decent and we can get more creatures. I wish I could get the Adeline. I will take Initiate. Theoretically it can kill Celestus in the lockdown, if we somehow get the counters. Alright, so I think he's forced to hit Sunfall again. I have no doubt he will. Or maybe not again, because he actually just countered all the creatures we have played. Alright, the Smell of Desperation is here. And that's a lot of damage. We can deal 9, 11 damage right now. If he wants to use the Emperor, man, he paid so much mana to use this Emperor. That really slows him down. Especially if Celestus, you kinda have infinite stuff. Like, as long as you survive, you will cycle all of the bad cards and hit the right ones. Interesting. Very interesting. Fully tapped early. I hope, man, this might be Smite, and Smite will be huge if that's the case. I will waste 2 mana just to go for it. I need Emperor gone for sure. Alright. So I missed some damage, but that's fine. He doesn't seem to have a Sunfall, and that means our scaling board should be enough anyway. Like, this is Lethal already on the next turn. Let's see if he taps the Celestus to go into the nighttime. It's generally a good strategy, but it costs him a lot of mana, and thanks to the tax, he's super behind on where he wants to be. Easy. Didn't go for the enchantment for the lockdown reasons, of course. But right now we can just make another board. And he is forced to instantly do it again, right? I mean, he just farewelled. He just farewelled. And with Adversary, both the land and the creature from the top is a good draw. Man, he just has infinite sweepers. And this guy knows when to draw which card. Oh boy. That's really the worst case for us. Our opponent just look at this guy, just playing full counter spells. Imagine like the game would be so over if I was on the play. Like he would die instantly without casting any spells. Man, so many lockdowns, farewells. It's just a dice roll which part of the deck he will hit. Yeah, I know I'm usually on the other side, but just showing you the whole gameplay is basically hoping to be on the play and hitting sweepers. That's the point, and it's too late. Let's give him good game. But game was decided when he was on the play. Alright guys, we're after the games and I'm really curious about your comments. Did you enjoy the aggro gameplay? Were there misplays? Of course there were. Like this is part of the channel by now. And yeah, the deck is like I think it should be around 61% win rate. Most of the mono white versions are around this part. So this is just the best archetype all around. I think it's also a little bit better than mono red. Games are a bit longer, but at the same time you have a little bit more decisions, especially with cards like Brutal Cathar, Knight-Errant of Eos. You can go absolutely crazy. So this should get you very quickly to, you know, higher ranks if you really care about it. However, my results, that will be something interesting, and that's something that will blow your mind, because we actually have a losing record with this deck and that is dedicated to some of you guys, either from the comments that, oh no, I went 0-10 with your deck, you suck, or you know, just if you actually have a winning streak and then you have losing streak. Yeah, even the best archetype in the world and basically one of the best decks in the whole world can just have a losing streak if you draw the wrong cards. This is one of the reasons I'm not an aggro player, because there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, there's one thing you can do. You just need to queue and play more games and it will smooth out. And you know, you can say that I don't know how to play aggro, fair point. However, just to give you some context, I was playing different mono white versions and I'm usually between 60 and 65% win rate. Also, I think we're mostly on the draw, which probably contributed heavily to the, you know, not great win rate. And I mean, you just need to keep playing and hit the winning streak when you suddenly will be on the play with Skrelv, Thalia, Adeline against control, and suddenly you win 7 games in a row. That's how it is with Arena, and I wanted really to showcase you this win rate. Even though it looks bad, I still know the deck performs well because I have other stats from the bigger sample, so I'm, you know, my conscience is clear, but at the same time I'm showing you we've all been there. This is how it is. Even the best deck in the world can just not perform if you got the wrong cards for you know, multiple games. If you get mana screwed, if you don't play on the play, if you don't have one drop, you will just lose to better draw. So this is something to consider, especially in lower samples of stats. And yeah, I think that it's something that is worth showing. So I hope you appreciate it. That's kinda it. I don't have much to say. It's aggro. See you tomorrow with probably something more interesting. Have fun, guys.